momentum off the opening kickoff.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some room to work. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 70. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Sanders again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 18 Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Here we go. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bengals sit 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
11.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Come on.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw again. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. McPherson now for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's 2nd and 8. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
1st down. Here's Burrow. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
12, 11.
Now Burrow on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here we go.
2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Mixon with a first down carry. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
11, MT, take. 11, stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
7 Pirates. Hey, Crash.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Watson. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. Burrow will throw. And this one's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He's going to take another shot here. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the slant, this is Chark. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to Sanders on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On 1, right?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll go right back to Chase. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3-tight-end look on the first play of the drive. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
11,
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 35.
On one, ready?